Welcome back to the show. Thanks for staying with us. We're going to the front page review, starting with The Nation. Major headline: Tinubu, economy on growth path, inflation to go down. He said borrowing was higher a year ago, but today revenue is rising. In other news, police applicants for medical screening. EFCC to arraign Bobrisky for abuse of Naira. Ayedatiwa, Jimo, Akinteriwa, Kekemeke, others submit forms. That's towards the gubernatorial election in Ondo State. Troops seize 21 million liters, 210 metric tons of stolen crude. Discos get marching order on power supply. Regulators take hard stance. Rumpus in PDP over caretaker committee in State Council. Lagos MOT men brutalize the nation driver and impound vans. In other news, NIMET warns Nigerians to brace up for heat stress. Binance chief's stalled. The Binance chief's trial has been stalled. Okay, so what's happening with NIMET? Why are we going to be bracing up for heat stress?
Yeah, so the Nigerian Meteorological Agency has warned of likely heat stress across the country in a weather alert accompanied by a pictorial representation of the map of the country marked with 5 different colors. The agency indicated the degree of the heat stress. So most of the states that will be mainly affected are Kano, Gombe, Sokoto, Yobe, and about 8 other states in the north. We're advised to take action because of the extreme danger of the harsh weather, which could lead to sunstroke. Sunstroke is a serious condition that happens when someone has been in the sun too long, that causes a person to stop sweating, have a very high body temperature, and become exhausted or unconscious.
So I think the announcement now is if you stop sweating, even when you are in the sun, then it's a danger. It means that you are on the brink of sunstroke.
Wow.
And I think it's important that we get hydrated.
Yes.
My driver has a water bottle I saw with him. I'm like, okay, interesting. We all need to have a water bottle so that we're constantly rehydrating ourselves and ensure you're sweating.
Yeah, I've been avoiding the sun anyway. Yeah, so troops of Operation Delta Safe, OPDS, and personnel of the Nigerian Navy ship, NNS, Pathfinder, they said they had recovered 21,783,310 liters of stolen crude from different locations in the Niger Delta in the first quarter of this year. They said 210 metric tons of products were stolen through a compromised oil wellhead owned by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, in Rivers State community, while 21,573,310 liters were illegally siphoned from various sites across, the oil-rich region. So according to the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, and Commander of NNS Pathfinder, Commodore Desmond Igbo, they were the ones who, made this known to the reporters yesterday. They said that 21,573,310 liters stolen crude at 20 billion. Added that the troops seized 723,430 liters of illegally refined diesel, 53,300 liters of kerosene, 52,730 liters of petrol from illegal refiners in the region. And he said 25 suspected oil thieves and other criminal elements were arrested in the region. 2,308 terror suspects were held during the period. No fewer than 1,241 kidnapped victims were rescued by the troops who neutralized the major suspected terrorists. Then they went ahead to mention the kingpins that they had caught, the head of ISWAP, a head of Al-Fogan province and ISWAP, Abu Bilal Minuki, a.k.a. Abubakar Mainok, and Haruna Boderi. So this is just more like a breakdown of what they have been doing, the achievement. They said they also neutralized alongside other 50 combatants, Kachala Dai, Kachala Idi, Kachala Kabiru, Kachala Azai, Azaralu, Kachala Balejo, Kachala Ubangida, and Al-Hajibadu. Yeah.
All the Kachalas.
And this is more like a fight to show that they are not taking it lying down. Yeah. They are going after these terrorists, after the kingpins, after the people who are siphoning our crude. And this is a good one for.
It's a good one. I'm happy.
Us, yeah.
I'm taking the story about the president in yesterday's iftar. He had iftar is the breaking of the fast with people that campaigned with him last year. They said the president according to his spokesperson, Ajuri Nglali, said that the president reiterated the fact that Nigeria, we've dealt with a lot of economic crisis, but we are on our growth path. They said the economic reforms that Nigeria took on brought the Naira to weaken to like 1,900. But right now, the Naira are strengthened to sell for below 1,300, and yet the reforms are still in place. So it means that Nigeria is on a growth path towards economic growth, and inflation is going to go down. He said they are dealing with inflation right now with the fact that they've been able to reduce the rate of dollar being sold in Nigeria. We should expect that they would also tackle inflation. They said the result might not come suddenly, but the results will come, and you must endure more. That I assure you, there's a bright light beckoning for you and your children. Nigeria will prosper, and we will all reap the benefits we will work with determination and persistence. Said Europe and America did not get there in one day, but through persistence and hard work, and it took time. So yeah, he encouraged us to continue to pray for Nigeria. He encouraged us to this is not a playtime for Nigerians. He understands Nigerians are going through a challenging time, but that we should continue to pray. They are doing the work, and over time we'll all reap the reward. I'm praying is in my lifetime because my parents have been praying since. Moving on to the nation, major headline. The nation. The Punch. The Punch, major headline. 12 states planned power projects. Anger spreads over tariff hike. States domesticate electricity act. They seek NEC approval to float regulatory body and commercialize power supply. EFCC stopped service of charges on Binance chief. FIRS alleges. Gani Adams ready for Igboho's 500 million legal battle, says aide. How I gave birth on Lagos BRT. That's from a woman who gave birth in a BRT bus. Debt servicing gobs Ondo Osun, 2 others allocation. Manufacturers lose 1.5 trillion naira to FX crisis in 6 months. That's from the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. Federal government to issue domestic dollar bonds in June. 141 terror cases, 214 kidnapping recorded in 8 weeks. That's from the IG of police. Kano government charges Ganduje wife with $413,000 over $1 billion bribery. I'm going to be the one taking that story. Okay, what are we taking? Quickly. Okay, so the Northern Elders Forum, this is the story about the Northerners having issues with the light. So the Northern Elders Forum has described the over 200% increase in electricity tariff as reckless and without due regard for the well-being and welfare of the people that voted the government into power. The federal government of Nigeria, through the Nigerian Electric Regulatory Commission, had during the week approved the increase of 340% in electricity tariff for customers under Band A classification. So they are saying that it's only the ones on Band A, that Band A people will pay more, 225 naira per kilowatt, and from the former one that they're paying 66 naira before, and then the increment is now 225. Hey! It's now 225. Are you in Band A? All the others. But all the others. Who told you I'm not in Band A? You people have 20-hour supply. No, we don't. I don't even know my band. I'm in Band A. Yeah. Band A has 20-hour supply. Currently, we pay about 100,000. With this increase, we'll be paying over 300,000 naira for power on the road. Same here now. I'm not in Band A or wherever they put me, but I know I'm paying that amount where I am with the less time that they give to us. We'll take a quick break now. When we return, we'll not talk about power because we cannot even think about it right now. We'll continue with the front page review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.